Hello everyone, hope I'm doing great today. Appreciate those watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. And one thing you're going to notice is that I got in a little bit of a scrape yesterday, a little bit of a fight, I guess you can say, me being a man and doing man things. Got in this fight with this guy called Razor Blade, I guess that's what they call him on the streets. So my face is a little messed up, which you'll see here in a few minutes. But, it just makes me more ragged and handsome, right? So, anyways, we're going to be talking about this Japanese series that just came out on Netflix not too long ago called Stepmom and Daughter Blues. And it's like a family show, so you feel free to watch this as a family. Unlike a lot of shows, this has the tear jerking of this. Is that a term? Tear jerking? Anyways, the tear jerker moment of this series is in the middle of the series. Sometimes they like to save those things for the end. But, about episode 5, you might have some tissues around you if you're somebody who cries. Me being a very manly guy, I didn't cry at all. But, and I'm serious, I didn't cry. I'm not joking, all right? But let's get into Stepmom and Daughter Blues. So we have this widower, this gentleman whose wife died, and so he marries this woman to basically, it's like that's not arranged marriage. It's like a contract marriage, I guess you say. He basically married her so she could be his daughter's mom, and she married him because she always wanted to be a mother. So that's, got two needs there being fulfilled with this marriage. And, their relationship kind of grows to real love. And, of course, being the title, Stepmom and Daughter Blues, when the first two meet, there's very rocky relationship. The daughter finds her new stepmom very annoying. She's not really very excited that her father is remarrying another woman, because her mother just died. But as the series goes along, we see these two relationship blossom and flourish. I won't spoil that with you. I mean, after all, the title is Stepmom and Daughter Blues, right? So, flourish are not only that to open, but, there's some highs and some lows. And, the blues is, according to music, but enough of that. But yes, so it is about this relationship and between these two. The mother is someone who doesn't really show emotions very well. I'm kind of like that type of person. I'm not very high. I don't get very high. I don't get very low. I'm kind of even keel. I'm not very excitable. I don't really get sad or depressed. So when I said I didn't cry in episode 5, I'm serious. I don't know, have a hard time showing my emotions. So I kind of relate to the stepmom in this show. But, when you're somebody I'm trying to think of words here. I'm sorry for the stop there. Dead air is bad air, right? On the reviews. But, when you aren't able to show your emotions, some people can take it the wrong way. And it's kind of like how this relationship is between the mother and daughter. I like how, though, throughout the years together, this show does start when the daughter is probably about, I think, 8 or 9 years old. And it kind of skips ahead to when the daughter is a senior in high school. I like how it shows how there is some influence of the stepmother on the daughter in good ways. Maybe in some bad ways too, depending. But how these two are starting to really look like a mother and daughter relationship, and how the show really goes by how the stepmother still honors the biological mother of her stepdaughter, and got a little bit of, I guess, ancestry worship. I don't know if you really could say ancestry worship, but she's always talking to the picture of the stepmom, asking her for advice through the picture, stuff like that's going on in this show. I really did enjoy it. I very rarely will go and watch all 10 episodes of a show at one time. I usually watch one episode at a time, but I found myself watching this last week, and then I end up watching all 10 episodes basically in a one weekend setting, which is kind of rare for me. I watch, because I work there in a week, I try to get as many movies and stuff I can on the weekends so I can talk about them, and spend time with my family as well. So for me to just spam or just go through 10 episodes that quickly, really did hold my interest. I really do like these shows. I like these family-oriented shows a lot. You know, because it kind of reminds me of like a good 90s, you know, in 80s and 90s, you had like Family Matters, the Cosby shows, and, you know, Full House, stuff like those kind of shows. Really enjoy those. So it's kind of like a little bit of a nostalgic for me watching this. Kind of brought me back to the good old days, you know, 80s or 90s, I guess, for my people, for people my age, for us Gen Xers, you know. But I really do like the relationship. Of course, if you've never seen a Japanese series before, especially this type, you do have some of your characters who overact, over-exaggerate their emotions, and you do get that here and there in this. But for the most part, you'll be like watching an American show. The acting's pretty good on this one. The little girl, the actress who played our daughter as a little girl was very good, and then as a senior in high school was very well done as well. And yeah, I would enjoy this. I'm gonna give this a recommend. Check it out on Netflix. It's 10 episodes. Each episode is roughly about 50 minutes, maybe an hour, 50 minutes to 60 minutes long. Really enjoyed it. Talk about family, you know, how families can still be very close knit and together, even if you have like step parents involved. You still have that closeness as a family. So you got that dynamic in this show. You got relationships between fathers and there's a relationship between a father and son, and how at one time that was broken, and how just because these relationships between parents and their children can be severed at one point doesn't mean that they can't be amended later on in life. So I really liked it. I really enjoyed this one. Check it out if you have the time. Thank you for sticking with me for 7 minutes. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Gracious for your patience. Have a great day, and hopefully you'll see me again in another video. And hopefully I can hear from you in the comments. Bye.